This is how you get literally every single piece of pre-season intel in Black Ops 6 Zombies for both Terminus and Liberty Falls. I have already posted a video just uploading the raw intel, so if you want to listen/read them for yourself, check out the link in the description. But this is how you can actually get them in-game. Firstly, let's go over all of the ones for Terminus, in which there are 35 total. So for Terminus, there is a lot here. So the first one can be found for the hard way, and this is located in the interrogation rooms on these shelves with the VHS tapes. Moving along, we have doctor's orders that can be found in the communications room. Buy these computers here, collect that there. Furthermore, in the control center, you can find the ship Manifest Destiny just by this box here on the corner of this table. Collect that there. Now we have working theory, which can be found in the living quarters just by this bed here on this table. Collect that there. In addition, we have in the biolabs limb regrowth specimen, which can be located just here on this table by all of these specimens. In the biolabs, there is another spot here as well, just by this laptop here, so collect that one there. Also, in the mess hall, we can find food for thought, again located on top of this desk here. Collect that there. Now for the red tape location, this can be found in the sea caves right in this corner behind the vines. Collect that there. If you make your way over to the shipwreck, you can find numbers and faces located on this presumably oil barrel right here. Collect that one. Now we have tougher than she looks. This one can be found in the holding cells located right next to the elevator. Collect this one here on top of this box. Now we have listen by this ominous pulsating machine, which you can collect right here in the sea tower. We then have a noble purpose, which can be found inside of the mining tunnels. If you make your way by Mr. Peaks' gobblegum machine, you can find it by these barrels here. Collect that. Now for Surveyor Says, this one can be found on Temple Island just by this skeleton. For the side Easter egg you can do, so go ahead and collect that there. Moving on, we have pleasing results, which can be located in the security overlook on top of this barrel here. A lot of barrels apparently. Collect that there. I hope you're watching can be found by the seaside path just on top of here at the base of this concrete pillar. Collect that there. Now for the beam smasher intel, this can be found obviously for crafting the beam smasher. If you don't know how to do this, I'll have a link to a guide in this video's description. I'm obviously not going to re-explain it all since it's quite lengthy, and you can also find a link on screen to where you can get that. Now for code words can be replayed, this one again is in the biolabs in the central by this command center, so go ahead and collect that one there by the generator. Now for the actual code words one, this spawns in the center of the biolabs after you kill Nathan in the boss fight for the main quest. If you don't know how to get to this point in the main quest, again, I'll have a link to a guide in this video's description. Similarly, damning evidence after you have defeated Nathan, if you make your way over to the workshop to where there is the crashed ship underwater, you will find damning evidence. But yeah, you need to progress in the quest. Again, link to a guide in the description. Go ahead and collect that there. For the keycard, you need to do the main quest again, and after defeating Nathan, the keycard will fall into the water in the labs, so you just need to swim down and you can then collect the keycard. Again, there's a link in the description and on screen if you don't know how to do the main quest. For the hard drive item, this again can be unlocked during the main quest, linked to a guide in the description, and this can be gotten during the step in which you need to locate a tentacle trap that has an open vent where the tentacles obviously come from, and with the beam smasher you need to laser its mouth and keep doing that until it explodes, guts go everywhere, and you can collect that piece of intel there. Again, to get to this point, there's a link in the description to my guide explaining this a bit more in depth. Moving along, for subject file 704, this can be found on Temple Island in one of the dig sites. I believe it's not the same one every single time. I could be wrong on that, but just dig up the different dig sites located here with the shovel, and you should be able to find this piece of intel. For the subject 272 intel, once again you need to dig, but this time over on Crab Island, and it'll be a random dig spot, so just dig all of them up, and one of them will contain the piece of intel. You should be able to get that. Just keep digging until you find find it and then collect it. For the subject 511 document, once again you need to dig over on Crab Island, and one of these spots will contain this piece of intel. For the subject file 398 document, this one can be found again if you dig, but this time over on Castle Rock Island, and one of the dig spots will contain this document, so again, just keep digging them all up. You will of course need a shovel, which is easy to find. On the horizon can be found on the gun platform where there is the ether laser, and you need to activate the void cannon trap, and this will unlock this piece of intel for you. To unlock innovative technology, if you come over to the sea tower, you need to shoot these documents up here and it'll drop onto the ground, which you can collect nice and easily there. Shoot the paper stack in the sea tower by the generator. In addition, to get uniquely qualified, if you come over to the guard station, look over at the security overlook on this lookout tower, you need to shoot up here until this piece of document falls from these documents above the tower to the right of the gobblegum machine, and you can go ahead and collect that document there. Last minute transfer can be found if you come over to the storage area and then make your way inside the mess hall. If you actually throw a grenade inside of this bin, that's how you collect this intel. So random. But yeah, after it explodes, you can then go ahead and collect that just down there. To get the talisman piece of intel, you need to obviously complete the cursed talisman side Easter egg to get the treasure hunter achievement. Again, if you don't know how to do this, I'll have a link to a guide in the description. Finally, for what have you done, this can actually be found if you kill 10 fish in the water, anywhere in the water. To locate the fish, you'll see some bubbles, and then you just need to basically explode them with a grenade, whether it be a Semtex, a regular grenade, a stun grenade. All of these should kill the fish, and after you've killed 10, you will be able to get this piece of intel. Moving on, all of the ones for Liberty Falls. There are 13 total. Firstly, in order to get the We Only Take Cash document, you need to explode the boot of one of 3 cars on the map. I'll be showing gameplay in the background of the 3 locations for this, but in only one of the cars will there be a Mr. Peaks bunny in the back of the car, which will indicate this is the one you need to explode. And you need to explode it either with a Mangler Cannon score streak or a mutant injection score streak, or you can lure a mangler to the location to get it to explode it. This will also give you some free loot, and the Mr. Peaks bunny will spawn in a number of rounds later as well, so you can do it again to get more loot. Now, to get the Thrustodyne Model 23 intel, to get this one you need to do the free Easter egg to get the jet gun. If you don't know how to do this, I'll have a link to a video in the description. We then have the scientist and the moonshiner radio. If you come over to the rooftop of the motor lodge, you will find it right here between the dresser and the cabinet, so go ahead and collect that there. We then have the house Josiah built, which is located by the cemetery, by the church just over on this wall here, so collect that. Now we have the Steel Mountain Rescue, a reference to Modern Warfare 3, which can be located by West Main Street just over here by the barriers in the corner. Collect that there. Now we have Quantum Mechanical Failure. This one can be located in Ollie's comic book shop itself, just down here by the barricaded window, so go ahead and collect that there. Now we have Politics. This can be located in the vault. If you don't know how to do this Easter egg, I'll have a link to a video in the description, but once you've managed to enter the vault itself, you can locate the intel from one of the safes. And whilst you're inside the vault, you can also get the Money Talks achievement. This one is not located in one of the safes, but it can be found right here in the corner, so go ahead and activate that. Now obviously all of these radios play in game, but just like Cold War, after you have collected them, you can listen to them in the menu. That's a lot clearer. Now to get the Mr. Peaks bowling shoes, to get this you need to do the side Easter egg to go bowling. Again, if you don't know how to do this, I have a link to a video in the description and on screen. Now to get the limited trans-dimensional gateway device, this can be located by assembling the LTG device that you do for the main quest on the map. Again, if you don't know how to do this, I'll have a link to a guide in the description. I just don't want to spend time, re-explaining a lot of guides that I've already done. For one lit match, this one will spawn in after speaking to Panos for the first time in the main Easter egg quest. Again, if you don't know how to do that, there's a link to a guide in the description, but you don't actually need to do the full quest to get this. This can be located if you make your way past the groundskeeper's yard. You will see it right over here on top of this wooden barrel. Collect that there. Now to get limited run, this one can be found by the riverside. If you make your way into Ollie's comic book shop, you will find it over in the corner on top of this wooden table thing. Collect that there. Now to collect Fine Man, this can be located located by the riverside. If you're looking through the back here, you need to shoot these VHS tapes that you are seeing in the footage in the background, and once you have successfully shot them, all of the right ones, you will then get the Fine Man document that you can collect. Furthermore, there's another inside of Ollie's comic book shop. If you come over here, you can collect the final issue that can be located right here in this box of comic books. Now to find the conspiracy theory one, this can be located by Washington Avenue. Go ahead and collect this right next to Speed Cola there on the table. In addition, Bear Witness can be found in the Church in the Dark Ether, located on this bench in the corner right here. Collect that there. Last but not least, we have the Ether Ella statue that you can collect. So basically, there are different Ether Ella statues that you need to collect around the map. Of course, this is a side Easter egg that I've already posted a guide on as well, and you just need to suck them all up, and then you will unlock this artifact. So yeah, that has been all of the intel locations on both Terminus and Liberty Falls. I hope this has helped. Like I say, there's a link in the description to all of the raw files of them all if you want to catch up on the storyline. But without further ado, thank you for watching, and plenty more videos to come. Bye.